we're a group of 10 Algonquin college students in the Outdoor Adventure program, and we're going to be going down to Utah to paddle the Desolation Canyon, doing a 7-day on-water, whitewater kayaking, rafting, and a mixed sport trip. And this will serve as our culminating activity for the entire program.
Basically to test our skills that we've learned over the 2 years in this program.
To make something without the help of guys or without like our instructors, just do something that we learned to do.
The Outdoor Adventure program is a professional guide training diploma program. So that means in a 2-year college diploma setting, we offer a business background, so folks understand industry and how business runs, combined with outdoor guide training. So that makes a pretty unique combination, which means that our graduates are in demand and have lots of opportunities.
We chose Desolation Canyon because it was the right length of time and the route that provided us with the most accurate challenge.
How much work went into the trip plan? A lot.
Holy smokes.
A lot.
A lot of people were really hard on it.
We met twice a week, equaling out about 5 hours a week. Add that over 10 people, we spent hundreds of hours making this trip plan.
All that hard work paid off when it was finally time to pack up and get going.
It'll be really interesting to see how the group dynamics work on the trip because we've just got such different personalities.
Our first leg of the journey took us to one of our favorite places to gear up.
On the river, I'd really like to step up my oar rigging skills. I think that every whitewater trip is a really good opportunity to practice and improve your skills. And a lot of rivers you don't run all the time, you run them once. So I just want to go out there, really own it. I want to make sure I stay organized, on top of my game. And just really trust in the group.
The goals that I hope to achieve on the trip are run it successfully based off of our predictions done when we were making our trip plan, and to have a really good time with my classmates before the end of school.
Personally, I want to get through this trip without any sunburns, and I want to like my classmates even better than I did when I started the trip.
After spending a night at Zach's place in Ottawa, we caught our first flight to Toronto. After a 3-hour layover in Toronto, we caught our final flight out to Salt Lake City, Utah. After 48 hours of travel, we finally made it to Desolation Canyon.
I was hoping to grab me a sandwich, but the damn thing was loaded with shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen.
So we, before heading out, decided it would be really important to organize a lot of the chores that we had to do for our trip. So in order to do that, we split up what we would be doing in a day in camp into sections, and we created a chore schedule so that everybody would know what they were doing and we could perform well with each other. And the final product is this colorful table up here. So everybody gets a chance to do everything a couple of times with different people. So when we get into camp, you know, dinner goes, lunch and breakfast go, people are setting up the toilet, people are like purifying water and making fires, and so far it's working really great. Everyone's on board, it's going really well. One of the other things we did was the same thing but for trip leading. We wanted to make sure that everybody got a chance to lead on the river and off the river. So it took a little bit of finicky changing around of who went where, but everybody gets a chance to either trip lead or ATL, assistant trip lead, on one of our like bigger whitewater days, and then on one of our calmer, more travel related days. So it's going great.
You are about to witness the very exciting story of a city and its people.
All right, guys, day 1, Utah. Sweet. Day 2 is sick. So day 3 just happened, guys. Super stoked. Everything went really awesome. We planned to get everything ready for 9:15. We were ready like half hour before that, so that was really sweet. Everyone's on point with like tear down and setup, which is awesome.
We got into camp at around 1, and I don't know, what a beautiful place to be, surrounded by canyon walls.
We ran about 7 sweet rapids. You know, not what we were expecting, but still really fun. It's 3 now, everyone's kind of settled in. We're gonna go check out the canyons around here. There's a really wicked one over there we're gonna go check out. Wow.
Sweet. Day 5. Pretty sick.
I don't even know what day it is anymore.
We had one of our biggest rapids of the trip today, Joe Hutch Rapid. Went absolutely smooth.
So we switched things up a little bit today. We had all the kayakers stay in one group and all the rafters stay in another group.
And now we're just camped beside Wire Fence Rapids, which is really sweet. We got a few people into the kayaks that haven't kayaked yet today. Tristan, Spencer, they did a few laps.
So the only complication today, putting away some garbage, I sliced my finger on a can. It's really not that bad. It's just a really messy taping job right now. Hopefully it'll be fixed up better after dinner.
Today is day 6 on our Desolation trip.
So this is day 6 on the Desolation Canyon.
I was the assistant trip leader, hanging out on a kayak, running safety. We did about 10 miles, running 3 of the major rapids.
We had wire fence, 3 fords, and finished up with Culver Creek today.
So it's 6:30 in the morning. We just woke up and it is freezing. Started some breakfast here. All of our water buckets have a layer of ice over the top. We thought it was going to be warm in the desert. Don't believe the hype. It's not warm. Don't believe the hype.
Here we'll show you our hand wash station. It's pretty neat. I've never seen any of these before. So it's just a little system they've rigged up. So you get some water, put her in there from the river, and then keep your hands clean. You never have to touch anything, which is really nice. Got a little hand sani, really quick. Just like that, boom, bada boom. Pause your uncle, and then you're ready to handle all the food, which is really sweet.
So I mean, when you get a mix of, I guess, strong personalities like we have on this trip, there's bound to be some kind of issues, but to my surprise, there hasn't been anything. We're 7 days into the trip now, and honestly couldn't have asked for a better group of people. Everybody's been respecting each other's opinions. Everybody's been doing all their chores. Any issues that people had with each other, they get resolved over our nightly briefings, and yeah, really, we're having an awesome time out here.
So here we are at our takeout, Swayze Beach. Our trip is over. Nope, not over. Almost. We still have to go to Salt Lake City, sleep one more time at the beautiful campground KOA. Then the next morning, we're taking the plane at 7 a.m. But we're taking a break after this beautiful trip on raft and kayaks, and we're here. It's a vacation. There's the beautiful beach right over there. There's the canyon again. I'm gonna miss this place. This was the best trip of my life.
Our graduates end up going all over the place. We've got folks spread all across Canada, obviously, but people working in Europe, people working in Africa, people working in South America.
Looking for employment, why would you, just look in Canada, North America, and not the world? It'd be like fishing in your bathtub instead of fishing in the ocean.
I think with a group of 10 people, like this large, it's really easy for things to go awry. And especially because everybody has different ideas and we're all pretty proficient at the things that we're doing.
So mitigating issues on the trip, we always have our daily debriefs and we talk things out. Everybody's very open about their problems. And yeah, we just find solutions as they came up.
People would talk about, oh, I'm angry about this, or I don't like how we're doing this, or I think we should change this, and that worked fairly well.
I think that the biggest learning that I had on the trip was how effective planning for something can be.
I would say honestly the biggest learning moment for me was all the LMT principles that were put into perspective, and actually they gave you good reasons why we had to follow them.
It was probably working together in such a big group, and especially because we were out of the country and everything, it was a whole new experience because I've done a lot of traveling in Canada, but I haven't done a lot of international travel.
His final expedition was I think for everybody out there, the perfect culmination of what this program was.
And I wouldn't do anything differently. Boom.
My advice for future students is don't give up. A lot of ODs give up, but you just gotta push through, and you're gonna see it's worth it.
You should eat your vegetables, don't party too hard, and don't think that you are the culmination of knowledge just because you took a course. There's so much to learn in the outdoor industry that, the few days in your skills courses, that's not going to equal out to real professional knowledge.
Advice, don't be late.
I think that we had one goal as a group, which was to get to the bottom of the river without any incidents, which we achieved. But I think that everybody also had their personal goals they were trying to achieve.
Honestly, one of my personal goals was to just be more open-minded about everyone's opinions, especially when I was in a leader position. And I think that I achieved that just by listening to everyone's perspective and understanding, and not just taking the criticism as people bashing me, but actually giving me constructive criticism so I can be a better person and a better leader. As a trip, a lot of people realized just how much they learned in the program in general. I think some people more than me kind of realized their real potential, I think. And I think without this trip and this group of people, just being really open about everything and really enthusiastic about everything, I think without that they probably wouldn't have realized it.
A personal goal of mine was simply to inspire others to create something for themselves. They say that good things come to those who wait, but I think that somebody who spent their entire life sitting around waiting for something to happen will tell you otherwise. I think that good things come to those who make them happen. And I think this is a group of people who make things happen. 1, 2, 3, Utah!
trap you and they use you before you even know. But love is blind and you're far too kind. Don't ever let it show. I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was younger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was stronger, the can fights a pretty show to steal your heart away. The backstage back on earth again. The dressing rooms are gray. They come on strong and it ain't too long, but I make you feel a man. But love is blind and you soon will find you're just a boy again. When you wanna live, you get a cheek, makes you wonder where you are. If you want some more, then she's fast asleep. She's twinkling with the stars. For a young grandson, there's nothing I can say. You have to love just like me, and that's the hardest way. Ooh la la, ooh la 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 la, yeah.
So, yeah, why did you join ODA?
Look at me. No, it's what's not to like about it? It's great. I can't do anything else. Come on.